welcome to another video about WordPress. In this video I will help you to install WordPress on Unihero or simply.com without using one-click solution. In this video I will demonstrate how easily you can install WordPress on Unihero or simply.com web hosting. I assume that you already have purchased and activated your domain on your new web hosting website from simply.com or unihero.com, and that you have an FTP client program installed on your computer and have your FTP credentials next to you so you can log in to your remote FTP server. If you don't know how to install an FTP client program on your machine, please then go and watch this video that you can access on this URL. In this example, I will install WordPress on a new subdomain, and the URL will be later this one here. So step 1, go and download WordPress from wordpress.org. So this is wordpress.org. Here we have a site where you can download WordPress. So go and click on the blue call to action button here in the right top corner, get WordPress, and click here, download WordPress 5.4.2. We're now done with step 1. Step 2, go and find your newly downloaded WordPress file from your downloads folder on your local computer and unzip it. Here we have it. You can now unextract this file by double clicking. Here we have it. Good. Next step. Step 2 is done. Step 3, open your browser and enter either simply.com or unihero.com and log into your control panel. Here we need our credentials from simply.com or Unihero. So go and click on control panel and enter your credentials. And now you can click on login. We're done with step 3. Step 4. Now click on website in the menu to the left side and then click on subdomains at the bottom of the website. So I will now go to simply.com and I will click on website here in the left side in the menu bar. And then I will go and click on this call to action subdomains. And here I can create a new subdomain. So go and enter your name for the subdomain. It will be storytelling. On my web server, it will also create a folder with the same name, only storytelling. Create subdomain. And here we see our subdomain URL and the pointing folder. Now we're done with step 4. We're also done with step 5. Good. So I will continue with step 6. Open your favorite FTP client program, and in my case I will be using FileZilla client, and connect to your remote web server's root directory. FileZilla. And now I will connect to my domain, start learning. So connect. And here you see on the left side you see my local machine, all the files, directories I have on my local machine. And on the right side you see the remote server, which is my startlearning.dk web server, which is hosted by simply.com, unihero.com. And here we have actually the subdomain folder that I created earlier. Let's go back. We're done with step 6. Step 7. Mark all unzipped WordPress files with your FTP client program and upload all files to a remote web server, more precisely into the newly created subdomain folder, storytelling. So here we go and find our downloads folder. Here you see the downloads folder. And now I need to go and find the WordPress folder. And here we have the WordPress folder. Go and mark all the files you have here. And right click and say upload. So all the files here that I have marked will be uploaded to the right site, which is my remote server. Upload. Yes, and we're almost done. The upload process took a few minutes. So here you see now we have on the right side, we have now uploaded WordPress to my remote server. So we're done with step 8. Go back to control panel on your web host, simply.com or unieuro.com, and click on File Manager in the menu to the left side and select the folder where you uploaded WordPress into. Now double click on the WordPress configuration file wp-config-sample.php and update the following settings: database name, username, password, hostname, a unique authentication keys and salts, and a table prefix. Good. So I click here in the left menu on File Manager. Then I click now on the folder Storytelling. Now we need to find the file wp-config-sample.php and click on it once. And this will open a live editor. Good. So the first thing we need to find out, what is our database name here? You can go back now to simply.com or unieuro.com, the dashboard. And here you will have to click on Administration. And if you scroll a little bit down, you will have your login information. So if you click here, login information, and now you can click on this tab that says MySQL. And here you see all the information you need to fill out. So the first thing was our database name. This is our database name. Copy it, go back, and paste it in here. Good. The next thing we need to find out is our database username. Go back to the dashboard again, and here we can see our database username. Copy it and paste it in here. The next thing is our database password. We need to find our password. Go back to the dashboard, and here we can find our password by clicking on this, show password, and here you need to insert your password for your control panel. And if you do that, then you will see your password to your database name. Here. Find out what is your host name. So go back to the dashboard and insert it here. So the next thing is we need to go to this URL and we need to generate a unique keys and salts. So go and copy this URL here and insert it insert this URL into the browser window here. Copy the unique code here. Copy. And go back now and overwrite this 8 lines. Good. And the last final step we need to do is we need to change this table prefix. The table prefix is actually a unique name that each table in WordPress become after an installation, because WordPress needs a database. And if you want to have multiple WordPress installation on your machine or on your domain, then you can actually go and change the table prefix each time when you install WordPress. So I will write storytelling in front of the 2 letters WP, storytelling, WP underline. So I will keep this, and the next time I install another WordPress, then I will change this here with another phrase. So we are actually done now. Now you can go up and say save. Good. So now we're done with step 8. Step 9. Finally, go and rename the WordPress configuration file to wp-config.php. Good. So now go back to storytelling here. Go and find wp-config-sample.php, and now we will have to rename this file to only wp-config. So we will remove -sample. Save it. We're done with step 9. And step 10, open your newly installed WordPress website in your browser by typing the URL. So let's do that. /wp-admin. Good. We are done with step 10. Step 11. An installation guide will appear on the website where you should select a default language and click continue. So here we see the installation guide, and I will keep with English, United States, and click continue. And we're done with step 11. Step 12. Complete the installation guide by entering data into the following input fields. And click on Install WordPress. Now we're done with step 12. And the final step, step 13, log into your WordPress website for the first time with your newly created credentials from step 12 by entering the URL. So actually we can just log in here and now enter our credentials, and this will be the final step. And here we have our WordPress website, and you can visit the website by clicking up here in the top left corner and say visit the website. So thank you for watching another tutorial about WordPress.